big man's wife?
Well, he's going out of town in Florida, and he asked me if I'd take care of her while he's gone.
Take care.
No, man. Just show her a good time, make sure she don't get lonely.
Girl.
You see, this is a moral test of oneself.
I do believe Marcellus, my husband, your boss, told you to take me out and do whatever I wanted.
I love you so much, can't count on
Whether or not you can maintain loyalty.
Night of the fight, you may feel a slight sting. Pride only hurts, it never helps. In the fifth, your ass goes down.
I have to say, play with matches, you get burned.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
We're in a lot of danger, aren't we?
I'm prepared to scour the earth for that moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Get down, get down.
You got a corpse in a car, minus the head in the garage. Take me to it.
Don't you hate that?
Hey, what?
Uncomfortable silences.
John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Amanda Plummer, Maria de Medeiros, Ving Rhames, Eric Stoltz, Rosanna Arquette, Christopher Walken, and Bruce Willis.
Looking at something, friend? Ain't my friend looking.
Die, you mother!
A new film directed by Quentin Tarantino. Pulp Fiction.
Hello everyone, welcome to Everyone's Critic. This is Spencer Fawcett, and I'm here to talk about Pulp Fiction. As you might have noticed, I've been doing one review after the other, doing all the recording, then I go back and edit it, so if you're seeing the same shirt and you're seeing the same background, it's doing one after the other. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm not complaining, I'm just letting you know. And I'm kind of doing a theme sort of thing, and I kind of wasn't. Like, I was doing a few 90s movies, but then I did a few movies I found to be overrated, then I did one that I loved, and then the rest of these are 90s movies, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, Pulp Fiction is the one I'm talking about. Pulp Fiction is the second movie by Quentin Tarantino, who has done 9 at this point. 10 if you count Kill Bill as 2 movies, which I kind of do. But it's his most acclaimed at this point, I would say. And honestly, it's hard to discuss what it's about because it's so all over the place. John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson are 2 hitmen. Bruce Willis is a boxer. Ving Rhames is the Travolta and Jackson's boss. Uma Thurman is Ving Rhames' wife. John Travolta and Uma Thurman go out together at one point at Ving Rhames' request. That escalates into a different situation. Bruce Willis's character is supposed to throw a fight for Ving Rhames, but he doesn't. He ends up killing the other boxer. That's a whole situation. And then, in the beginning, Tim Roth and Amanda Plummer are a couple who decides to rob a diner. That's sort of it's sort of touched on in the beginning of the movie. That's what it opens with, and then you kind of forget about it all the way till the end of the movie, and that's a whole thing, and then, you know, all these stories intertwine with each other. It's done pretty well. You know, everyone loves this movie. I really like it. Can't say I love it. I might have loved it when I first saw it. You know, maybe I've seen it too many times. It's very rewatchable. Like, I don't know. There's sometimes I'm just in a Pulp Fiction mood. I've probably seen it a dozen times by now. It's a fun watch. Compared to other Quentin Tarantino movies, I don't think this is his best, as a lot of people do. I personally think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is his best. A lot of people would disagree there, but one of my mottos in this channel is I don't really care. Yeah, so I guess I will start with the acting. The acting is pretty decent. There are a few standout performances. Samuel L. Jackson was really good as Jules Winfield. He's loud, and this made Samuel L. Jackson. This what made him famous. I would say that Samuel L. Jackson kind of owes his whole career to Quentin Tarantino. He might have been discovered otherwise if he wasn't cast in this movie, but I don't think he would be where he is today without Quentin Tarantino. He's very good in this movie. John Travolta's okay in this movie. Personally, I don't think John Travolta is a very good actor. This was a good performance from him, so I guess that's that. He was pretty good in this. He was funny in this at a lot of parts. Bruce Willis was good in this. He didn't have as much to do as Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson, but he left his mark. Uma Thurman's good in this. She doesn't have much screen time, but she's really good in this. The screenplay is very good. A lot of the dialogue is dated. Doesn't really belong in this era. It's not to say a lot of it isn't hilarious, because it is. I love the non-linear storytelling that kind of became a trademark with Quentin Tarantino. Not so much in his more recent movies, but it's kind of his roots. He began with non-linear storytelling, and I love non-linear storytelling. When I tell stories, not like telling a story to a friend, but when I write a story, I prefer it to be non-linear because I think that's more interesting. It's, flashbacks. I'm pro flashback. A lot of people aren't, but I am. Quentin Tarantino did a great job directing this. There's this one part in a restaurant that John Travolta and Uma Thurman go to that is very, very good. From a standpoint, it looks beautiful. It's directed greatly. There are a lot of he put together a great soundtrack for this movie. Did the same. He does that in almost all of his movies. He did that in Reservoir Dogs. He did that especially well, I thought, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He knows his music. He has great taste in music. He did a great job directing this. Like I said, it's very entertaining. The story's interesting on paper. It is all over the place, but not nearly as all over the place as the movie itself is, which in some ways it kind of takes me out of the movie. It's kind of self-indulgent at times, it seems. I don't know. It's very fun. It's a fun watch. You'll laugh when you see it. It doesn't. I don't know. My opinion of this movie is kind of hard because I liked it a lot more the first few times I saw it, and I think maybe I saw it too much, and it kind of ruined it for me. That doesn't stop me from watching it now, but I don't know. It's not as good as everyone says it is. It's a very good movie. It's not one of the best of all time. I don't think it might make its way onto my top 50 list. But I don't think it's a very. It doesn't hold up as well. It's enjoyable though. You're gonna have fun watching it. If you haven't seen it already, this is a movie a lot of people have seen. So, if you're watching this and you haven't seen Pulp Fiction, I think you would enjoy yourself watching it. You might be confused if you don't really get non-linear storytelling that well, and you're not a fan of Quentin Tarantino, which this is a movie that made a lot of Quentin Tarantino fans. It was the second movie I saw from him, but yeah, it's not for everyone, but it's good if you like that kind of stuff. If you like dark comedy, if you like violence, if you like style, if you like to have fun while you're watching a movie, then this is a movie for you. I think you'll enjoy this. So overall, I give this movie an 8.7. It's very good and it's worth watching. Not as good as people will tell you, but it's still worth a watch. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.